How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And, yeah, a little double IPA action in the form of, Tired Hand Brewing's High Road. Tired Hands. I've gotten my fair share of Tired Hands over the past several months. I'm lucky enough to have friends generous enough to kind of throw some my way. And today is no different. I am actually going to do two Tired Hands reviews today. I'm going to do their High Road, and I am going to do one of their milkshake series. Both given to me by my buddy Harry. Thank you very much, Harry, for dropping these off. Fresh, hot off the presses. I went to Jersey today. He wanted me to go down with him and stand in line at Tired Hands, which I will not do ever again. But I was lucky enough. I was in Jersey. I was driving back. I was like, hey, man. I got a can of another beer I picked up. Just random travels stuff, not waiting in line stuff. And he's like, I have some Tired Hands for you. And I went, hey, let's hook up. So he came over to my place. We shared a beer or two, and now I'm here drinking in front of a camera by myself. Anyway, as far as what it says on the camera, beer. It says High Road. No idea is original. Life is a mirror of confusion. Negativity is a prison. Take the High Road. Double IPA, 1 pint, 16 ounces. High Road, Tired Hands Brewing Company, yada, yada, yada. That be that. Do we have an ABV on here? I don't see one. On the side over here, we have Take It! And it says it was canned 2/17/17. So this is 2 days old. And I do not see an ABV on here. Maybe I'm missing it. But, double IPA. So you're assuming anywhere between 7 and 9%. Label-wise, it's cool. It's Tired Hands. It is what it is. I'm not a big fan of their labels, but in general, this one is one of the nicerest ones they put out there. They have those kind of kooky little crappily drawn hipster drawings, whatever. I'm fucking cynical. I'm an asshole. Let's crack this open and see what it's got. Like I said, hot off the MF presses. I know a lot of people do like to give some of these kind of New England style IPs a bit of time to kind of settle into themselves. Usually, a lot of these beers I see when I'm talking to colleagues or I'm talking to friends or whatever. The 1 to 3 week range is usually cash money, but let's jump into this shit, see what she's got. Figure to have, sleepy time fucking creaminess on top. Pretty compact bubbles, sands, a couple stragglers, and that's pretty dark. I mean, it is a double IPA, but it's very orange, dark orange with a hint of brownish kind of color to it. Very turbid, very kind of murky, kind of New England style double IPA-ness going on here. So, yeah. She look like a Tired Hands-ish beer? Sure. Does she look like every other New England style double IPA out there? Pretty close. A little bit darker than norm. So, let's see if we can get a nose on her. Yeah. I mean, it's got all the things that people say. All the catchphrases. I'm going to say them all right now. I should actually make a recording. I'm going to do that, actually. I should just make a recording of me saying specific shit and just have like a soundboard where I can just hit buttons. It just spouts out exactly the same shit. Because that's what everybody's doing. I mean, it is. Bitterness. Getting a nice bitterness to it. Not overtly rank or dank in any other direction. It's not onion. It's not weed. It's not, tomato stalky. It's just kind of a generic kind of dankness, kind of bitterness to it. On top of that, you have heaping helpings of more sweeter fruits. More sweeter fruits from your stone fruit to your tropical fruit, star fruit, things kind of that realm of things. Very peachy papaya kind of thing going on in here. Ground up some fuzzy stone fruits in a blender with some kiwis and some papaya, and you're pretty much on the trail here. Not much citrus going on, but yeah, that's pretty much a nice inherent sweetness to it, a nice piece of bitterness to it, and that fruit leads the way. So, let's see what she's got. Taste-wise. Cheers. Wow. Way fruitier than I thought it would be. Like non-hop fruitier. I mean, based off of what it says on the label here, I'm assuming it all comes from the hops, but it's very straight up fruit juicy. Not a ton of bittering. You do get a bittering in there. It kind of bounces a little bit on the end, but it's not matching balance. It's not matching bitterness. Very sweet fruit juicy. There's a little bit of graininess to it. It's grainy yet thin. So the mouthfeel is kind of weird. You get a little bit of that graininess, but you also get, a quick finish on it. It's not very thin, but it's thinner than you expect based off of a look, based off of the initial kind of taste. And that bittering lingers, but at the same time, that fruit juiciness, it's very, very like legit juiciness, not just like hop derived juiciness. It's a very kind of like actual, like, feels like there's like Minute Maid in that sucker. I dig it, actually. It kind of works for me. It reminds me of like a Grim Lambeau D'Or light. That's what this reminds me of. That kind of beer, but more of a little bit lighter. A little bit, I don't want to say lighter as far as ABV or heft, but not as impactful. It kind of reminds me of that. And that was one of my favorite beers of last year, so take that for what it's worth. It's just the kind of mouthfeel, a little bit of letdown with a little bit of grittiness, and it's still beer, which is a fantastic thing, but it's also towing the line of starting to get outside of the beer range. When like I talk about that, there's a couple beers that kind of done that for me. A lot of your alcohol pop stuff, one of there comes from your Niagara Falls root beer. Obviously, that's not beer. But in the beer realm, like Soul's Abuse Jocks was very non-beery for me. It's like almost like a fruited alco drink. This is still beer, but it's towing that line a little bit. And is it a bad thing? I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It's probably one of the better base hop forward Tired Hands beers, base ones. I mean, with not a ton of adjuncts going on in it. Ones I've had. So I mean, yeah, it's fucking delicious. It's more beer than I typically get from a lot of Tired Hands beers. Even though this one, like I said, it was towing the line of not being a beer, maybe a little bit of counter and whatever of what I typically do. But yeah, no, it's pretty fucking good. I enjoy it. Does freshness have something to do with that? Don't know. Maybe I'll get another can in a week and we'll see what happens. Probably won't, but yeah, I dig it. I dig it a lot, actually. I think I'd be more enthused about that, but I'm tired. It was a long day. I was driving a lot. Anyway, let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. I'm gonna say on the outside look at it only because I've had so many fantastic ones. I like the roundness of this. I like the softness of this. I like that it's not herky-jerky. I like the juiciness of this in the sense that it's more like a fruit juice rather than an over-hopped crazy beer, even though that's kind of what it is. I really enjoy it, but there's some that just kind of eke this one out. So it's not a matter of this one not being worthy of being in that realm for me. It's a matter of me having other ones that just kind of eke it out. Value availability, I forget. Harry gave me some. So if someone out there wants to chime in, tell us what it costs. That's awesome. You have to wait in line for it. But the allotments were pretty big. It was $700 a person, so it's a line waiter, They'll wait in line for it, but I'm pretty sure you can show up at the tail end of shit and get your own. And just say, if you like what, will you like this? If you like rounded fruit, heavily stone tropical fruit juice-based beers, they're really soft. I don't know what the ABV in this. It drinks really comfortable. If it's over 7.5, I'd be surprised in a very good way, or a very bad way, or a very roofied kind of way. But it's well made. If you're looking at Tired Hands as what people speak about who they are, as far as flannels, as far as chairs in the parking lot, as far as kooky drawings, and as far as ecto coolers and flour. If you're looking at the brewery from that sense, and you want to see them more in a more puristic, is that even a word, light, then it's probably the beer you're looking for, especially if you skew more IPA-ish. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Words and stuff down there if you didn't or did. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, and all 4 of those places if you want to check us out anywhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Philly beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.